For our first video, we're going to be talking about the Lone Ranger midnight showing, which is really the 10 o'clock showing, because midnight showings are a thing of the past. It's all about doing 7 p.m., 8 p.m., 9 p.m., and 10 p.m. is which the time we saw the Lone Ranger. As you can see, for our first showing, we spared no expense on all of our props and our great, this is, custom-made white hair that we made for the first video. We spared no expense in wanting people to watch, getting more viewers. You gotta have the luxury, nice shiny bells and whistles for everything to get people to want to tune in. On to the Lone Ranger. This is just a quick review, as this is our first video. The Lone Ranger was actually quite funny. The best part of the whole movie was the horse, of course, because, horses always steal the show, especially when they act like people or dogs or anything but a horse. But on the whole, I would say the Lone Ranger was a good way to start off if this franchise actually gets legs, makes enough money to have a sequel. That's kind of shaky right now, as kind of seeing the crowd at the theater. It was tons and tons of lines for Despicable Me 2, and we were the first people in line for the Lone Ranger, followed by maybe 6 other people. And those 6 other people, 2 of them happened to be in the movie, and one of them was actually the horse trainer, the one that actually owns Silver, the Lone Ranger's horse. But to give just a quick review of it, it was good. It's a good origin story. It's good to see the Lone Ranger, how he became the Lone Ranger, how he kind of starts out as a kind of bumbling, doesn't believe in using a gun kind of type of guy, the educated lawyer that comes back to the Wild West, finds out that you can't tame the Wild West with books. You actually need to use guns sometimes. Sometimes you gotta use force. You can't always play by the law, because sometimes the law is against you. Johnny Depp is in it a ton. Tonto is, if not the main character, close to it. It should be Tonto and the Lone Ranger, not the Lone Ranger and Tonto, because Tonto's in it, well, he's in it quite a bit. Anyway, it was really good. I really enjoyed my cherry coke and the popcorn that I had. That was one of the better parts of the whole experience. But yeah, I think that's about it. I would recommend it. Go see it. If you like a Western, you like a lot of action, you like comedy, and if you happen to be a Johnny Depp fan, then this is exactly the movie that you should go see. I am a Western fan and I like a lot of action, so if I was to base this on any type of scale, the normal 5 stars or 1 star, whatever type of scale, I would have to say it's about a 3.5. It's good. It's worth seeing in a theater. If you don't want to, it's not one where you have to go see it in the theater. Once again, Lone Ranger, good, not great, but, might want to check it out if you don't have anything else to do. Maybe next time we might have a couple other props. Maybe we'll have a different color shade back here, but we'll see. Thanks for watching.